cannot believe that it is literally August already. Hello everyone and welcome to Bookish with Mariah. I'm so excited to have you all back at my YouTube channel. I can't even believe you all just keep tuning in for more videos, but of course I love it because I love to chat about books. Today I'm going to be filming my August TBR for you all. Yay! Okay, I'm really excited about this month because I have some really awesome books that I'm going to be reading this month, and I actually plan to step it up for the month of August. So you'll see more books on my August TBR than you did on my July. For some reason I forgot my months. Like, I was literally thinking September. Did you saw it in my July TBR? Oh my gosh, I know my months, you all. Okay, anyway, so I'm just looking forward to filming this for you all and going over these books. Some of these books you've heard me mention before on my channel because I think I included a few of them in a recent haul that I did. But anyway, you'll get to hear about them again, and I'm so excited. The fact that I've added so many books to my August TBR is actually insane on my part, and here's why. I don't know if I mentioned this in previous videos, but I'm actually an educator. I work in education in my normal day-to-day life. I actually work in higher education, so my students are not little ones. I actually teach college level courses. I work at a major university here in Atlanta, Georgia, and outside of me teaching classes, I'm also an administrator at that same university where I work with masters and PhD students. So I say all that to let you all know that August is one of the biggest, I just can't talk today, busiest months of the year for anybody that's working in education. We have students moving back on campus, we have classes starting, registration, advisement, so much happening. So I'm gonna do my absolute best to keep going with my reading and also step it up this month, but it's gonna be insane because my job is like so demanding, especially with new COVID-19 restrictions. So if there's a book that I don't get to this month, please have mercy on me. I'm gonna actually pull it over into my September TBR, but we'll see. I think I can do it, and I'm gonna challenge myself, and I really want to. So without further ado, here is my August TBR. Okay, so the first book, or the first two books you're going to hear me talk about, is coming from book clubs that I am a part of. So I recently joined 2 book clubs here on Booktube and Bookstagram because I am so excited to be a part of a community and also a part of book clubs that I know that will challenge my reading and push me to read things that I probably wouldn't have picked up, or maybe push me to get books off my bookshelf and read them that I've ordered and just hadn't gotten to. So the first book that I've already started this book, and if you follow me on Instagram, then you already know what book I'm about to say, and that is The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin. It is an adult fantasy, and I am loving it. I'm already 200 pages into this book. I'm loving it. I started it yesterday, and I think it's really good. Like, the symbolism in this book is absolutely beautiful. So it follows about, I want to say, like 4 or 5 characters right now. And basically these people have these abilities to where they can sense the city, feel the city. It takes place in New York City, and each territory is a different person, if that makes sense. If you're reading the book, then you understand what I'm saying. So you have the Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island. All of those are different people, and they're also different parts of New York. So they have like how do I say, like a representative of the part of New York where they live, and they have these abilities to feel the city, and they're the heart of the city. Well, there's an evil trying to take over the city and basically poison and taint the city and its people, and you have this group that is basically trying to fight against that evil. That's really all I can say about it because I don't want to spoil it for others, but I would just say I am hyped. This one is good, and this is the first book I'm reading right now for my August TBR. Yay! And I'm reading it with Shelf Space Book Club, which the owner of Shelf Space Book Club, or the founder, is Jessie May. You've heard me talk about her recently. I'm going to link her channel below this video along with the website for the book club. So if you're interested in joining us for the month of August, we just got started yesterday on this book. You still have time. You can also join the Discord server as well, so that way you can chat throughout the month about the book that we're reading. At the end of the month, there will be a live show, and I'm so excited. The co-host for the live show is going to be Kaylani from it's Kaylani from Simply Kaylani. I'm so sorry. I don't know. I just can't talk today. This video is going to be rough. But yeah, so both of them are going to be hosting the live show at the end of this month. And I cannot wait. I'm already enjoying talking in the Discord server with other people. And it's been a whole lot of fun. All right. So for the second book I'm going to be reading this month, this book actually comes from the second book club that I'm a part of. And it's coming from Kaylani Simply Me. So Kaylani Simply Me is also hosting the live show with Jessie May next month. Because I think I might have gotten her YouTube channel. I might have pronounced it wrong in that last clip. I can't remember, but her channel is Kaylani Simply Me, and she also has a book club as well, and it's called Simply We Read. I also have my reading journal here, so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But yeah, it's called Simply We Read, and we are going to be reading Scythe by Neil Shusterman, and we're going to be reading it from August 1st through the 30th, and at the end of the month there will be a live show on YouTube, so that way you can join in on the live show if you're interested. There's also a Discord as well that you can join in if you would like to chat about the book throughout the month while you read. So I had this book on my bookshelf for quite some time and I have not picked it up, but I plan to, and it's the one that I know the least about. I bought book 1 and book 2 and don't know that much about it, but it was so hyped on YouTube that I'm excited. For what I understand, it's following 2 characters who are now apprenticed to a scythe. The scythe in this world, those people that are called scythes, they are the only people that could kill someone or basically have someone die. They have that ability. So basically the world, it's like a post-apocalyptic type world, and the world has basically cheated death or conquered death, I guess you could say. So there's no cancer, people don't die from car accidents, you don't have people just dying from natural causes. All of that stuff has been eliminated in this world, and the only way that you can die is if your life is taken by a scythe. And so these 2 people are apprentices in this book to become a scythe. Neither one of them wanted the job to begin with, but they are apprentices. And so I think in this story we actually follow their journey and the different things that happen to them, and I'm sure there's way more to it than just that, because I hear people that swear by this trilogy. I think it's a trilogy if I'm not mistaken, and they absolutely love it. So I cannot wait to get started, but this is my second book for my August TBR. Alright, so the third book I'm going to be adding to my August TBR is one that I should have got to a long time ago, but here it is. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Finally, I'm going to get to a Holly Black book this month. I actually have another one, The Darkest Part of the Forest, that's on my shelf too. So I'm going to go ahead and join the Holly Black train. I'm really excited. I don't know a lot about the series, and I don't want to, because I really want to go into it and form my own opinion, because I saw a couple reviews of people that love it, and then some people that just really did not love it. So from what I understand, it's following the character of a young girl. I think her name is Jude. And she, her parents were murdered a long time ago, and she and her sisters were kidnapped to live in a world like a fairy world. And the fairies hate humans, like despise humans, but they have grown up there all this time. Jude wants more than anything to fit in and belong, and in order for her to do that, she's gonna have to make some big choices and also defy the king. And the king at the time, or the prince, I think, it's one or the other, basically hates humans as well, and she's gonna have to go against that person in order for her to I guess come within good standing, I don't know, of these people. But hey, I'm sure it's way more complicated than that. But hey, this is the third book on my August TBR, and I can't wait. Alright, so coming in at number 4 for August, we have 3 Dark Crowns by Kadari Blake. Hype about this one. I love a dark fantasy book. Oh my goodness, I know this is dark and I love it. And so this book follows 3 sisters. They're triplets. Every so often in this kingdom, triplets are born, and when they are born and they are of royalty, they have to basically kill each other in order to become the queen. So all 3 of the sisters have different type of powers. Like I think one is like a poisoner, and then you have one who's like a naturalist, and I forget what the other one can do, but all 3 of them have like a magical ability, and they have to fight each other to the death and take each other out, and only one can survive at the end to become the queen. I'm here for it. I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to it. I know I think there's like 2 or 3 other books outside of this one, so I can't wait to start another trilogy. Let's go. All right, so for book number 5 and 6, you you all know, I'm so excited because it's going to be me continuing the Shatter Me series, which I went ahead and ordered the whole entire series. So I have all of the books now because I just love it so much. I was like, okay, I'm going to break down and get all of them. So for book number 5, I'm going to be reading 2.5 of the novella. So if you're not familiar with the Shatter Me series, it actually has a lot of little novellas in the middle of the books as you read through. So you have book 1, Shatter Me, which I just read, Destroy Me, which is book 1.5, and book 2, which is Unravel Me. And now I'm about to read Fracture Me, which is book 2.5, and then I'm also going to read Ignite Me. This is Ignite Me, and this is book 3 in the series. So the Fracture Me book is a little bit like a really tiny novella, and it's like right here, and I think it's only maybe 100 and something pages. And then I'm going to go ahead and move on to book 3. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time ranting about the Shatter Me series. I just won't do it. Not in this video, because all of my other videos, that's all I literally talk about is the Shatter Me series. So just know it's a post-apocalyptic. It's following Juliet, her journey to basically defy the government and free herself from the government. The government has taken over the whole entire world, and they want a one world order, and they want to use Juliet as a war weapon. Every time someone touches her, they die, or if she touches someone, she dies. And there's other people in this story that also has abilities, but hers is by far definitely one of the strongest, and she does not know why or how to control her power. So she's learning how to control her power so she can then hopefully try to save the ones that she loves and herself. That's all I can say. Just know I love it, and it's going to be on my August TBR, the novella, and also book 3. All right, so the 7th book I'm going to be adding to my August TBR is a little bit of a calm down type read. It is Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. This one is pretty much about, it follows the perspective of different people. So you have about 3 or 4 people. They are all, I think, adults or maybe teens, older teens at this time, and they all live in different places. They were all adopted off when they were very, very young. They're all siblings, and they do not know each other. So each one of them are living in different families, and you only have one of the children, which is the only boy. He was never adopted, and he has grown up in foster care the whole time. And so he's been moved from home to home and also living in group homes all his life. And all of them get in a situation where they decide to find each other and reconnect. This story is going to be very near and dear to my heart. Like I told you all before, I'm adopted, so any story that deals with adoption or people finding each other or siblings finding each other over time, I'm here for it. So looking forward to this one. This is the 7th book on my August TBR. All right, so keeping it going on the siblings finding each other train, I guess. So for book number 8 for my August TBR, I'm going to be reading Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. So excited about this one. I also own The Poet X, which I absolutely need to get to soon, but I heard this author is phenomenal, so amazing, and I cannot wait to get to her work, and it will happen this month because I have it down and it's on my TBR. This follows 2 sisters. They grew up in different places. One grew up in the US and the other one grew up in either, I think, what is it? I think the Dominican Republic, I think. And both of them don't know anything about each other. They both have the same father. Over the years, the father has traveled back and forth to see each girl, and when the father dies, then they have no connection in any type of way. And so I think it's following their stories and following them connecting to each other as sisters. So I'm really looking forward to a really beautiful read. I have no clue what's going to happen outside of that. I know there's way more to this story than what I just said, but I cannot wait, and I'm so happy to finally get to Elizabeth's work and to finally read one of her books. And finally, my last book for my August TBR, which is my biggest book, and it is Strange the Dreamer by Lani Taylor. Really excited to get to this book. This one was recommended by Jessie May. I am really excited because I have heard a lot of great things about Lani Taylor as an author. I've read some reviews on Goodreads about her work, and I just had never been able to get to any of the books, but this is giving me the push I need. So for August, I'm going to start with this one, and I know there's a second book. I think it's called Muse of Nightmares. I think I could be wrong, but yeah, so I guess I'll find out, because if I love this one, I'm definitely going to pick up the second one. in the series, probably for my September TBR. Spoiler alert. Okay, so this one follows Laszlo. He is a curious type of young lad. He is growing up. All the time that he's grown up, he's known about the ancient city of Weep, and Weep, no one has been there in like 200 plus years, probably even longer than that. Like, people have not visited this ancient city at all, and he has done a lot of research. He has read a lot of books, articles, all types of stuff, so he can learn about the city of Weep. Finally, he grows up and gets a job as a librarian, and someone comes and visits the library that gives him an opportunity to go to the city of Weep. Dream come true, right? That's like his life work come true. So anyway, Laszlo, of course, says yes, because why wouldn't he? And he ends up going on this journey. During this time, he actually ends up connecting to someone that lives in the city of Weep. So you have 5 children that are, I want to say, if I could say, I think like mystical, magical type beings, and they are from the city of Weep, and he ends up connecting to one of the children through his dreams, I think. But I'm sure there's way more to it. I cannot wait. And I'm actually starting this book today because I told you all I'm already reading The City We Became by N.K. Jemisin, and most of the time I read 2 books at a time. And Strange the Dreamer, I'm about to start it in like 10 minutes. So I'm really excited to get to it. Can't wait. Finally. All right, so that wraps up my TBR for August. I'm so excited that you all will be joining me for this month's reading. I am hoping that I can finish all of my books this month, but like I said, August is like a really strange month for me just because of my profession, but I'm gonna push through. I'm really hyped. I cannot wait. This month, I'm gonna try to film a mid-month wrap-up so that way I can tell you all where I am in my process. And then also at the end of the month, I cannot wait to gush about these books at the very end. So thank you so much for tuning in for another video. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Bookish with Mariah, because of course I would love to have you join the conversation there. I have so many exciting announcements coming up that I can't talk about yet, but I will, because I'm going to be joining a couple of readathons for the month of September. I already have 2, and I'm also going to be hosting my very first live show on Instagram for the month of September. I just want to put that little, I don't know, tidbit out there, but I don't want to say too much just yet because I'm still working out all the details, but I'm so hyped and I cannot wait. So please follow me on my Instagram page if you haven't already. I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. I'll see you later. Bye.